Hey you guys, welcome to my opinion. Um, I decided I've been wanting to do this topic for a long time because when I heard about it, uh, it was definitely one that I wanted to do, and I just didn't have enough information on it until now to really make a video. Um, and that's The Mummy 3 Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Um, for this one, it takes like I'm I'm not sure whether or not I'm actually gonna watch it because like the thing I liked about the sequel Mummy Returns, like the last one Mummy Returns, was that it connected so much to the previous one, to that, the Mummy, and it had so many of like the central characters to it. I like movies like that because it makes it more interesting and kind of complex. But the difference between this one is there's only two characters. Rick O'Connell, played by Brendan Fraser, and John Han. Yeah, Jonathan, played, I think, someone, I forget his last name. Um, yeah, they're the only actors returning from the previous ones. Speaking of which, Evelyn, Rick's wife, and the mom, played by Rachel Weisz in the last two movies. Rachel Weisz isn't coming back for this one, and a lot of fans are not really impressed by that. In fact, because Maria Bello is replacing her, and they've seen photos of her, and they weren't even that impressed when they found out that she was playing her, and apparently a lot of people are actually gonna boycott it. Which I can understand why, but I don't know. Like I would have liked to seen Rachel Weisz back in this one. Issue I have about this one though is Alex, the main character, or he's one of the main characters, Rick's son in this one. He's like 20 years old in this because he was 8 in the last one. He's a lot older in this. And he gets help from his parents because he's unearthed mummy in China, played by Jet Li. By the way, I think I like him he looks like he can do a good villain because the fighting in the previous two movies wasn't that good, and hopefully we'll see a lot of Jet Li's martial arts skills in this because it'll really show some pretty good fighting. Plus, the fact that he's undead would be a bit of an advantage for him. But moving that aside, like, okay, in this one, he's like, a lot of years have passed, more than how much the time span between Mummy and the Mummy Returns. And you look at Brendan Fraser, because between the Mummy Returns and this one, it's like 7 or 6 years for us. And in this movie, it'd be like almost 20 years, or maybe over 10 years or something. And you're telling me Brendan Fraser and Jonathan, like their characters, they look no older whatsoever. Like, they barely look any different. Like, if you like, it's unrealistic to say that they have not aged a freaking, like, barely aged a friggin' day. Like, I don't know. And like that's just a point that I found, I realized, and I think it's ridiculous. Like, they should at least put a few gray hairs on him or something. Yeah. A final point I want to put in is you're looking at this. A lot of years have passed by. The movie's about archaeology, mysticism, and in a way saving the world, you know, that all that crap. Is this not, like, if you really think about it, is this not movie not just mimicking Indiana Jones 4? Because Rick's character is, the character of Rick is a lot older now. And, like, you gotta wonder, like, at least someone has to be thinking, like, can he still be doing this? Like, he's a father of, like, a 20-year-old. Can he still be, like, can he still do what he's doing in the movies? And, yeah, like, I'm just thinking, like, this is not just, plus it's after World War II. So is Indiana Jones 4, like, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Like, if you don't think that, like, you gotta, I'm not trying to, like, I'm an indie fan, but I like these movies as well. I like the previous two, and I'm just thinking, like, I'm hoping that I'm not going to go into this movie, when I go in to see this, because I'm probably going to end up seeing this, unless I see the trailer and it doesn't look too good. I'm just thinking, like, I'm hoping I'm not going to go into this movie, see it. I'm not sure which comes out first, Indy 4 or this, but I'm hoping, after I've seen both, I don't think they're the same thing. Like, I'm hoping that that doesn't happen, because I'm hoping that this one will be set in a new direction, because I'd really like to, I don't want to see two movies in the same year that are, like, barely different from each other. So, yeah, that's all the information I have on it. I like the previous two movies, but, and I'm hoping that this one will be good. Although, a character I really wanted to see again was Ardith Bay, because he was a character that I liked seeing in the movies. Yeah. Hopefully, it'll do good, and I'll see you guys later.